Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your June reading. I'm Marianne. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I love every one of you. I appreciate all and any support that I'm receiving for this channel. And yeah, we're reading for June 2025. I'm elated about it. I hope you're feeling good already. I've had some amazing readings. When I did my beautiful meditation speaking to you prior to this reading, I did feel blue, in the sense that I felt there was a very strong indication that you're going to be speaking more in the month of June. And I know, you are a fire sign, and a lot of fire signs I've known, and Sagittarius in particular, that there's this energy and this vitality and this positivity. You're ruled by Jupiter. It's very, very contagious. And I love it. And you're fun, and you're freedom seeking, and you're just good people. You seek truth. You say exactly what you're thinking most of the time. I have a son that's a Sagittarius. God love him. He will correct me instantly if I haven't said the right thing, which is pretty often, I'll be honest. I'm just that person, but can't help but love him for it. He does it because he wants to help. He'll be the first to tell me if I have something in my teeth, or, there's something in my eye, or thank goodness. I'd much rather a person do that than not. So yeah, you probably know exactly what I'm speaking of, right? But I absolutely love that. So yeah, something that I felt very strongly, and Spirit was guiding me with this reading today for you, is that you do have some extra pronunciation happening with your throat. So let's see what the chakra check has to say. I always start, for those that are new, my channel with the energy level. This is why I wear the gloves, okay? They represent color, energy, vibrancy, all the things that matter, and all the things that I am fully intrigued by, and why I do the work I do as a massage therapist and a Reiki master practitioner. And I love healing, and I love the fact that we can heal. And that, this is just a study that I'll always take with me to my grave. But I will say that most of the readings have been the top 3 chakras. So there are 8 that I speak of in my channel, on my channel. And I'm going to just put this behind my back. This is the last one that I did. And I'm going to shuffle it around as I speak a little bit and let you know that I will be, in addition to reading the message, this is just to invite you to consider focusing in on this specific chakra. All of them are important. They are at the base of they're part of our spine, and they just create this energy throughout our body at all times. But if they're blocked or they're stifled in any way, this message on the back of the card that I love to read can definitely help you to open them up and feel the vitality and energy that's necessary, the fullness of it, okay? So then I do always include and use and wear the appropriate correlating crystal. And that's to help infuse the reading with that. So it's been pretty wonderful, because the top 3 chakras, well, I kind of dig this. Your voice, your confidence. This is this solar plexus, the 3rd chakra. This is fantastic. This is power. This is confidence. This is vitality and fiery energy, which there is a fair amount of this whole year. So I love that for you. And yet I want to still see what the reading that I will be doing after I read to you what the message is, and the I call it the mantra that you can use to keep these areas in this particular solar plexus open and giving you everything that's the best that you could, have for yourself. But yeah, so the message is, 3rd chakra, my body and personality are in harmony. I am strong, confident, and centered. I love who I am and the purpose for which I am here. And I feel like you're going to express that. I feel like whether you have a field in which you need to speak, you could be a teacher, of course, you could be anything in the higher, aspects of life, like a lawyer, a judge, doctor, you're very much into higher learning, and it could be on so many different levels. It's a general reading. But if you feel, like I said, that you're not feeling that strength and that confidence, this is the words you want to say that will instantly and automatically open this area and create that strength and confidence. All right. So I love that. And then the appropriate crystal, and crystals are amazing. I surround myself with them. I use them. I have them in my pockets. They're very, very positive when it comes to helping us with certain types of energies, and it specifies on each one what it is. So this is going to be the tiger eye. One of my favorites. I love so many. They're all so beautiful and varied, even in their own. All tiger eyes are not the same, you know, all amethyst are different shades of purple and so forth. But the meaning and the energies that they can provide for us are, of course, different and varied. So I'll read you what it says with that. Solar plexus, confidence, power, and purpose. Tiger eye, I radiate happiness and positive energy. Of course you do, Sagittarius. That's who you are. Jupiter ruled, and by the way, we have Jupiter changing signs in the month of June, which is really exciting. It happens every 12 years when it goes into a new sign. And it is in the sign of Jupiter. It's in the sign of Gemini, which is really a beautiful connection for you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this and talk at the same time. Air, which is Gemini, and the mind and thoughts and you know, expression and communication and compromise and all those wonderful things. Air and fire, they work so very well together. It's a very compatible energy, and Jupiter's been in Gemini. It's going into Cancer. So there's definitely a different energy about that, but it absolutely, Jupiter loves being in the sign of Cancer more than Jupiter. So this is about our emotions. It's a water sign. It's exalted in Cancer. There's a lot of emotional stability and feelings and beautiful feelings of love and compassion and sensuality and psychic abilities. Okay, these are going to come to the forefront. I think it's already been happening. As I say, we're in the 5th dimension, and that's about telepathy and just intuitiveness is really strong. We have Pisces, another water sign that's been in the North Node position since January. It'll stay there through 2027. Our direction, our purpose, our creative endeavors, whatever they may be, they're heightened and they come to the forefront. I'm going to wear this beautiful tiger's eye. And like I said, they're all so varied and changed, but it also represents luck and vitality. So just know that. Strength and power. I love this. This is cool. This is nice because it's not come up that much for this reading. It may have come up once, or I may be confusing it with May's. And if you have not had a chance to watch May's readings, please do so. And let me know your vibes and your feeling about that. My goal is to resonate with you in ways that are genuine and authentic and just become more of a community, you know, daily and every month from here on till the day I'm not able to do this anymore. So I'm going to do a 6-card spread this month. I'm using the Guild Tarot deck, which is one of my favorites. It's an oldie but goodie. I have shuffled them, and I always love to bless my cards and ask for clear and concise messages for everybody involved. Like I said, I have a beautiful feeling, and it's an easier feeling. It's a more calm feeling. All planets are direct with one exception, which is Pluto, and it went retrograde last month. We had the new moon in Gemini, which happened just on the 26th. So that energy is still moving forward for all of us. It was a powerful new moon in the way that it was the only new moon we've had since all planets other than Pluto that went to retrograde and does every year. So there's a forward moving momentum. And this is exactly what we need when we want to achieve our goals and we want to travel. And you love to travel, right? Sagittarius, forgive me. I just read Scorpio. Yeah, there's no Sagittarius I've ever met that doesn't have that in their blood. You like to be active. It's good for you to exercise. It helps release that fiery, you know, tension that sometimes builds up, right, as a fire sign. Now we have Mars in Leo, your fellow fire sign, and that's probably kept you quite energetic and maybe even losing some sleep over it because it's that powerful as a fire sign like yourself. That's going to change on the 17th, and that's going to go into Virgo. That's a healing, more grounded kind of energy. It gets us going. It's about detail and all those kind of things, but it's definitely the healing sign as well for any area of your life. I'm going to lay out the cards. It's going to be past, present, and future with the clarification card. And I will finish with your oracle messages. 2 different oracle messages for the month of June. And send you on your way having an amazing, beautiful time, which I think is starting this very moment. Okay? We don't have to wait, right? And all of this is free will always. You know, it's entertainment, but it's also pretty inspiring in so many ways to see how it kind of can be very, very accurate to how your life is working at this time. So, recent past, as recent as this morning, you know, prior to this reading, you have the Princess of Pentacles. So there's growth. The Pentacles represent the earth energies, the Capricorns, Taurus, and Virgos. And I did mention that Mars is going to be in Virgo, so there's going to be a momentum in focusing on the things that are tangible in your life, the money, anything we can do to keep ourselves comfortable, you know, sustained, grounded. Gardens come to mind, you know, getting out into nature, going on vacations. That's what June is about. And then the Cancer influence, of course, is family oriented. And if you're expecting a child, or if you're going to have the thoughts about having a child, if you're going to bring in another furry, you know, family member, these are all very heightened in the month of June. And perhaps you know exactly what I'm speaking of, but you're definitely at the beginning stage of maybe setting aside money specifically for this new addition or this new idea or a second form of income per se. And the clarification of that is action. Of course it is. Bam! So we've got 2 princesses. So it starts and it makes me know that this is youthful energy, yes, but it's about you being fun, you having a good time, remembering that childlike wonder that we all need to grasp onto when we get a little bit too serious in our life. It's the Prince of Swords. It's about our mind and expression and communication. And as I said, we are in Gemini season until Cancer season, excuse me, which happens on June 20th. And so I feel like you're really getting out and just networking more. And there's that voice thing again. And by the way, my voice feels as though it's a little bit blocked. So open it up, you know, and that was representing the gloves I mentioned. But your 3rd solar plexus chakra is being activated so that you can move forward in any way that you'd like to. And so I love that. Now that's recent past moving into this. It could also indicate that you have somebody in your life maybe has a childlike demeanor. They may be younger than you. And it could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So something to consider, think about. Now we move on to the present. And we have Temperance, which is your card, Sagittarius. Major Arcana. Remember that no matter how exciting things are and how busy you want to be and how much you want to make financially and all those things that, you know, this growth card indicate, being temperate about it, being balanced is the most important gift you can give yourself. And this temperance is about changing, it's changing water to wine. It's like alchemy. It's just this unbelievable spiritual guidance, kind of divine. We're going to put this forth. We're going to make it easier than it's been. We're going to allow you to have that good work-life balance that's necessary. We're going to infuse in you the necessary need to work and play and to have rest and to not overdo anything too much, because, you know, Mars will do that. Mars can kind of over-exemplify things. So maybe you're starting a new regiment or exercise as an example. You don't want to overdo it and then injure yourself so that you can't do it anymore. I think health is a huge indication with the Mars in Virgo, though, because it does represent our health and our healing and our just wanting to be in the best possible shape, especially if we're about to have a child or somebody that's going to require more energy on our part, right? That's just another indication of that. So Spirit is with you and wants to remind you that you've got what it takes and you know that you're going to make it work. But just consciously remember to keep that balance at all times. And then the clarification is the Strength card. And that's Leo, and that's your fellow fire sign too. It's the third chakra for sure, and it's confidence and being seen and fun, and the actor, and the while keeping things balanced. I don't know, just knowing your strength, knowing that you have great ambitious things that you can do and want to do, and you can and will achieve those. All right, and it doesn't have to be a race. And I feel like travel is definitely part of this whole idea. Yes, work hard, but please allow yourself time off. And if you have family, which could also indicate, like I said, both of these princes, because school is out now, just really embracing this time. And it's also going to be summer solstice, which is when, we have this beautiful longer days, and the longest will be, but it also means that after the 21st of June, every day starts to get less light. And I don't want to talk about it other than to say it's what's happening, but it's beautiful. I mean, there's fun times to be had. We're at the beginning of summer. It's not even, we've got time. We don't want to rush anything. I just certainly do not. So this is gorgeous for you in this present moment, to remember your strength, to remember your third chakra and your power, and just to be temperate. So then we have your future, and we have the satisfaction. Whew! 6 of Cups. This is a beautiful synchronistic energy. Speaking of this month, speaking of the Cancer and the Jupiter in Cancer and the water prevailing energy, it's going to be happiness and surrounding yourself with that, and memories from other summers. And, I tend to do that. I think, wow, when my sons were growing up, we'd go swimming, we do simple things, but it would just, I don't know. I love all of it. I love the fact that I do have those memories, and we can always build upon those. And that's what I'm seeing here. Someone from the past could come back. So, reunions are understandable during this time. I love it a lot. This is absolutely beautiful and so perfect for what's happening in our real world and the collective. And then for clarification of this satisfaction, oh my God, I just got this from last reading, but at the same time, I had shuffled quite a bit, and it's in the exact same position. So not only do you have satisfaction, but you're content, because the 9, which is a 9-year, by the way, it's completions. It's ending something about you, or a status that's changing. You may be getting married, you may be getting committed, you may be changing jobs, you may be moving, you may be leaving, but it's ending, and it's right. It's sentimental. It creates an emotion for sure. Any change can, but you are so happy because you've created this manifestational wish, and this is wishes come through and true. And I love 6 and 9 anyway. 3, 6, 9, they're my favorites. They represent a lot of beautiful, universal love, protection, and so forth. I told you it's a good month. I'm just saying to you, and you can not only feel it when you just sit, but you also realize we're halfway through the year. So we're good. We're going to have fun. And at the same time, we're going to be sensible, and we're going to kind of just take it a day at a time and a moment at a time. Stay as present as possible. And know you are everything you need to be, okay? So then we're going to go on to the oracle messages. I have 2 of them for you, beautiful Sagittarians. If you like this reading and you would like to support me, the best thing you can do is to push the subscribe button. There's no cost. Definitely like, share, and come on back. I'd love to have you as part of my community. It's something that I'm going to be doing for as long as I possibly can. I did it for a long time, and I had to stop. So I've got this brand doing this, and it's, I'm getting mixed emotions about it, but really it's just about the energy. And then as a side note, I want to say that I do want to restart my series of love series. So we'll get to that when you'll be seeing it, because I'll be announcing it. You may see my face, which is, may not wear gloves. We'll see. But either way, I'm here for you, and to hopefully lift you up and recognize your gifts and talents, and how, we make the decisions and the choices in our life, but these are guidance, and this is inspiration. you know. So your message from this beautiful deck called the Psychic Tarot of the Heart is believe and succeed. Woo! That's right. You already are a successful person, exactly as you are. But all I'm seeing are indications of things just getting better and better and better. And I know that you've created this, you manifest this, believe and continue to let that happen, okay? And, you know, life is our oyster. We only have this life in this life, so it goes rather quickly. So just really, really embracing it. And I know you do this. I mean, I'm talking to the choir, I know. But it's really important, and I love 6 because 6 is definitely about balance, and it represents the 6th house a lot of times, and it's, you know, all the things we need to do day to day, people, circumstances, job, work, home, and once again, finding that temperance there. And the purple is utilizing our intuition and our knowledge and our gut knowing and listening to what Spirit's providing and what messages are being brought to you. Very much a part of what the Cancer energy is too, as they are very psychic and in tune with all of that. You know, the tides and the moon ruled. It's real. It's all real. So I'm going to finish with your oracle, which is from the Cat Oracle deck. Just got this deck from my Sagittarius. And no, wait, I did not get this from my Sagittarius sun. But either way, we were away on a beautiful little respite vacation we like to do. I'm still, you know, just taking in the the love I feel from having such an amazing time. And that's what I wish upon all of you. So let's see, your message in closing for June 2025. Whiskers. Ooh, look at this. And there's that purple again. Higher power, you know, our crown chakra, our third eye, our ability to take in and receive messages and downloads. Isn't that funky? Okay, so it's the words associated are sensing, navigation, and distinction. And that distinction really makes me feel about this whole Mars moving into Virgo on the 17th. Because they're very critical, they plan, they're very aware, they're hyper focused on things. And also know, before I forget, for heaven's sakes, that I'm going to read to you what this says, but I want to say that our first full moon in June is in your sign, Sagittarius. I'm excited as can be about that. I've always gotten great energy, and it's going to be a full moon that's going to illuminate something that needs to be illuminated. It's an end and a beginning. And then the new moon in Cancer on the 25th is all about that. New beginnings, new opportunities, new family, and, you know, emotional fulfillment in any possible way. So it's all good. It's all good. So Whiskers is under the purple category, and the purple category represents cat features. So the whiskers. So let me read to you. It says, Cats feel the world. Their sensitive whiskers pick up vibration in the air around them, helping them process sensory information and navigate like radar, antenna, and fingertips combined. Whiskers are a cat's essence. They make a cat a cat. When looking for direction, fine-tune your senses to subtle vibes. Whoo! I love that. See, that's that third eye and our intuitive and psychic abilities, all of that coming to the forefront with Pisces in the North Node, Cancer. I mean, this believe and succeed. All of these things, the water elements happening in your future, in the near future, all making sense. I appreciate you spending the time with me. I want you to have the best possible June you can. I'd love to see you in July. Love you all. Take care. Bye for now.